What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content daily. We also stream over on Twitch at This Is Aftersound, so come by and say hello. All right, well, big news today. SPS is now available on a new exchange, Crypto.com. Now, there is an SPS USDT trading pair available, and it looks like they're going to have some marketing, some type of marketing campaign and reward users, I'm assuming users of Crypto.com, with $500,000 worth of SPS tokens, which I guess at this point in time is what, 5 million tokens or so? Well, actually, SPS prices pumped slightly because of that. So there isn't much news about this outside of the fact that it is here already. I kind of wish that they had gotten this news for the town hall yesterday. Don't worry, I'm working on the 5 biggest takeaways from the town hall. This was not included, but came in, I think, less than 12 hours, or it was announced less than 12 hours after the town hall had started or finished. So this is awesome news. Now, before we get into some of the things here, let's go ahead and take a look at the price of SPS. You can see we're up 10% already on the 24-hour. We are above 12 cents, which I don't know. I don't remember the last time we've been above 12 cents. Was it maybe when Waka happened? I think we even, let's see if we can go back here. I'm just curious to see when the last time we pumped up in price was. All right, well, I don't know. Things are just moving very slowly right now. Oh, there we go. So, yeah, around the time with Waka, we pumped back up to 14 cents. Okay, so it's been a little bit since we've been up in the 12-cent range. Now, here's the thing with Crypto.com. Crypto.com is a top 10 exchange in terms of overall volume, and as you can see here, they're currently listed at number 9. Now, everything pales in comparison to Binance. But something that I learned today was just how much volume is actually happening on Crypto.com. It's comparable, at least, to Coinbase and some of the other top exchanges here. Obviously, everything, like I said, compared to Binance is just very, very tiny. But my biggest takeaway from this is there is going to be a lot more eyes on it now. It's one of those things where the rails are there, especially for US users and anybody who has access to Crypto.com. So anybody who wants to get onboarded or find a way to acquire SPS with fiat, it's now just become tremendously easier. Yes, you may have to set up an account with a new exchange, but if they're giving away $500,000 worth of SPS, I am actually even thinking about signing up with Crypto.com just because I've heard a lot of other good things about them too. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the flip side here, or let's get realistic, I should say. What is this going to do for the price? Are we headed to the moon? Nope. You know me. I'm not going to shell out that hopium. I'm very stingy with the hopium. So I want to make sure that we have a balanced approach to this. At the end of the day, no matter what, we could be listed on every single exchange. We could even be listed on Binance tomorrow. That does not mean that SPS will increase in value, because the only thing that will increase it in value is utility, which we know is coming. So while we're having a small pump right now, are we going to get back up to $1 with a Crypto.com listing? Are we going to get back up to $1 with a Binance listing? I doubt it, because there's no incentive to buy. And with the private investor sale still going, or private investor unlock happening next month, as well as the airdrop happening over the next 4 months, there's still a ton of downward pressure on SPS. Now, that is starting to subside a little bit, but overall, you know, these listings, even with Crypto.com, is not going to be something let me put it this way. It's not going to be a sustainable catalyst. There may be pumps and dumps, and I think actually on Crypto.com, what I saw earlier, somebody had shared in the tokenomics Discord, tokenomics channel of the Splinterlands Discord, was I think it pumped even up to 18 cents before dumping back down. And that was just a lack of liquidity on there as people kind of rushed in, and then obviously somebody dumped on the market. So none of that is going to be sustainable. I still look at, you know, the broad price across the spectrum here, which was given from CoinGecko. So yes, we are up 10%, which is great considering where the rest of the market is. We want to be trying to keep up with Bitcoin and the rest of the top games as well. And so, you know, let me put it this way. I'm not expecting much, but I also think that this is huge news. So, and what I mean by that is the fact that we are now adding these different rails or on ramps, I should say, for people to get into the game. Now, what is the biggest maybe off chance, or one of the biggest benefits that is very difficult to quantify? Well, you're going to have people who are on crypto.com always looking for new projects to get into. And the fact that SPS is now listed means that it's something that may just by chance come across or come onto the radars of many people who use crypto.com. So when when the next leg up happens in this bull run, there may be a lot more people that will see it there and decide to check out the project. Because right now, I still feel like there's too much uncertainty in the market. Obviously, there's the global conflict that's happening. There's inflation. People aren't just aping into projects the way that they were for most of last year. If you think about it, we had the big run up in the first half of the year. Then Bitcoin crashed after the China news and the Elon Musk tweet. And then following that, Axie Infinity almost kind of boosted the whole gaming sector in July. And obviously for Splinterlands, they launched SPS. And so there was a lot of excitement. People who came into the space were looking for projects as Bitcoin started to work its way up. Well, here we are again. Bitcoin, crashed down to 33K near the beginning of the year, or I think it was back in January. We are starting to creep back up, but there's still just too much uncertainty around the rest of the market. Now, once Bitcoin hits maybe 50K or even 60K and gets within striking distance of the all-time high, yeah, I think that there are a lot of people who will be looking for projects to jump into. And again, that is where the beauty of this partnership already being established comes into play, because at that point, people will be like, okay, let me see what other coins are on crypto.com that have small market caps that are maybe in the play to earn space. And those folks will be finding Splinterlands. They come in, they get hooked on the game just like I did, because that was my exact path. But now it's easier for them to get on. They don't have to worry about, finding a way through the Ethereum blockchain, finding a way through the what's that called? Binance Smart Chain. They just buy it on crypto.com. Now, in order to get into the game, there's still going to be some difficulty for them. But here's the thing. There's also going to be a subset of people, and I am one of them, not for Splinterlands, but for other games, where I look at that and I say, okay, this looks like an interesting game. I'm not going to play it, but I want some exposure to the token, so I'm going to go ahead and just buy it. And so they may just buy into the token, seeing that it was at $1 at its all-time high and, at 12 cents now, and you might just get some speculators on the price. Is that good for the overall economy? It's hard to say, because it really just depends on what your goals are. If you're a trader and flipping, boom, that's for you. But even if you're a long-term holder like myself, like, look, if somebody pushes, not somebody, but if the society, I should say, collectively pushes the price of SPS to $1 or more, that would be great for me, right? And even if it's not sustainable, I would probably end up taking some off the table at that point in time, just because, that would be a very clean 10x from where we've been for the last couple of months. So those are the different ways in which I think crypto.com being established now is going to be beneficial in the future. As of right now, we're seeing a pump here. There might be a little bit more of a pump, but I'm not expecting much. If we get it, awesome. If we don't, even better, because it'll give me a little bit more time to accumulate as we go along here. So that's all I have for you in this video. Congrats again to the team on the partnership and the listing on crypto.com. And keep in mind, guys, the last thing I'll say about this is that this is a stepping stone. Like, we all want Binance, we all want Coinbase, we all want FTX. So now we have a top 10 exchange. Just think about that. We have a top 10 exchange listing this project, which we already know is legitimate, that's working with Warner Music, that's working with Waka Flocka Flame, that has a sports athlete at some point who will be the next partner. There's a lot of really interesting things happening here. And so even if you just look at this and say, okay, well, crypto.com looked at this and said it's legitimate, boom. Because for you and I, it's fine. It's not going to change anything for us. We know that this project is legitimate. But for many people who are on the fence, when they see it on crypto.com, all of a sudden they're just like, well, crypto.com had to do some kind of vetting process. And if they listed it, there's got to be something there. Let me check it out. And that's when they meet Kitty and Yodin and Llama and have all the fun. All right, guys, that's all I have. Have an amazing rest of your day. I will catch you all in the next video, and I will see you around the game. Take care.